Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Napoleon Total War with the Great War mod. We're playing as Serbia in World War I. Last time around, we defended Venice from an Italian counterattack. Today, I'm not entirely sure what we're gonna do, but there's a lot at stake. So, there was one thing that I thought we'd actually try, which is, I noticed that if we look, compared to a lot of other nations, so Spain we have minus 100, with the Ottoman minus so and so, we have a 41 with France, but we have, compared to all other nations, the one that we are at war with, that has the least amount of minus points with, is Russia. So I was wondering, could there possibly be a possibility to actually get a peace treaty going with Russia? However, currently I don't have the money to actually get that, but next turn I will get 13,000. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of that towards actually trying to get a peace treaty going with Russia. I think we can actually turn that around. The worst case scenario is I just gave a load of money to Russia and they just flip back immediately. Best case scenario is that we just removed a front line, which would be great, because then I can turn this army, turn that back around, pick up the troops that we're getting here, and start my Cuck the Ottomans plan, and then possibly move over to take some stuff out of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. The goal, of course, for the campaign is to hold Constantinople and Vienna at the same time. The actual game puts it at also including Berlin. But I think that would be too much. I think that would be way too much, trying to spearhead an attack into getting Berlin. Especially since, at this point, as soon as I get a land border with Germany, Germany is only at war with me in Great Britain. As soon as I get a border with them, they're gonna focus all their troops, and they probably have got lots of troops. It's the biggest empire, they make the most money, they've got the most territories and everything, so that won't be too great to have Germany come down upon us. Yes. With that said, let's go ahead and end turn. See if the enemy goes ahead and counterattacks at some place, or really what happens. Did I move the aircraft? Let's see. Yes, the aircraft is moved. Let's go ahead and end turn and see what the enemy comes up with. Venice is yet again under siege, but it was good plan then to move, what I did last turn, move the army that I had in Croatia and actually move that towards Venice. So I think we'll be able to aid Venice and crush any Italian forces to come against them. Enemy raid, that's the port in the Venice region. Workers on strike in central Italy, no surprise. Improved field artillery has been developed. Letter of demand from central Italy as well. And then we have loads of troops, a number of them in Romania, a number of them in central Italy, 3 units in Croatia, and we have another cargo ship coming in. So I gathered tons of reservists in central Italy. I can actually fit in 2 more, which we're gonna do. Oh, god damn it. Luckily it actually stuck. Gonna go ahead and do that. There's not a lot of other Italian troops. Thing is, as I said, we don't want a land border with Germany, so we can't go over after Innsbruck, but I can definitely take Milan. Milan would, however, bring us to a land border with the Swiss, which could possibly declare war. I think, though, if I continue down in Italy and I take Naples and I take Palermo, Sicily, we could probably sign some kind of peace treaty with the Italians. We might actually be able to sign a peace treaty already. The thing, though, is I would have to declare war on the Italians once again after this to take Vienna. So We'd skip that for now. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna bring this force up. And now we'll actually be able to join in the fight if these guys push into the city. We're gonna send over these 3 extra, which have been recruited. Gonna move over there. I have been recruiting troops over here. For some reason the light howitzer has stopped recruiting because the light howitzer is no longer available here. It's no longer available, so we can get a field gun or we can get a heavy field gun. Guess we get a heavy field gun, why not? And then as we continue through here, we had loads of troops being recruited in Romania, lots of regular infantry. Let's go ahead and see. We have a possibility. Either we attack, or we do my plan of trying to get peace with the Russians. I'm gonna give them telephones. We're actually gonna give them improved field artillery. And then I will offer them a payment of, how about 4,000? Will that be sufficient to end the war? And it does! It is. Now, of course, the enemy might be able to bring the Russians in again. But they might be reluctant, though, to join in with their allies. Currently, their allies are Kingdom of Italy, France, and Great Britain. Italy and France, of course, at war with me, so they could call upon Russia to join in the war again. Hopefully, they don't, which would be nice. Also, now when I have Russian Empire back to trading with me, I'd probably make more money per turn. Now I recruited a lot of troops, so we can't compare it to what we did next, or what we had last turn, but Russian Empire, we now gain 6,000 value compared to the British, which is about 4,000, and then 1,000 roughly to Ukraine. Oh, I just noticed here, 2 Ottoman full stacks. We should probably, I don't know, maybe recruit a general. We don't need this general up here anymore. He should steam down to join here. Then Putnik should continue his quest into Ottoman lands. Nothing needs building here. However, I need to move this cargo ship over to the coal. So now we have 3 ships over there. Which, that increased from 10,000 to 15,000. That's a lot. We're making tons of money. That's great. I should build one of these down here. I'm not sure why I haven't. You should continue on down to get to the college. And then what we should see about doing something here. What I'm thinking is, this needs to be repaired. What I'm thinking is probably the best idea is to not have this army attack out, but to wait to next turn, where I can move around and attack them. Even so, even if it were that they would attack, I mean, I'm still gonna be able to join in with that army, so everything will work out just fine. This army is fine, maybe should upgrade to the newer field guns. The upgraded ones. We should definitely try to send a force down to take Naples. And we can kind of roll up this part of the Italian Empire, as it were. Maybe with the amount of money I have, I should try to get some pre-dreadnought battleships, so we can kind of clear out the seas as well. Most importantly, kind of up here, get away the Ottoman navy. Or most important, I guess, is to make sure that Ottoman trade gets stopped. So that's, well, I could do that with a land army. We have a lot of things going on. 4 colleges working on everything. Very nice. Let's go ahead and end turn. See if the enemy comes up with anything in response to my movements. Right, the Ottomans are back at it. They have besieged Bucharest. So we're besieged in 2 locations right now. Good news is, though, the Russians have not turned around and declared war on us again. They have actually increased the total amount of friendship points from 60 last turn to 65. So that is increasing. That's because the territorial expansion points have moved down by 5 points from 32 to 28, so that's good. I think I should probably set aside a certain amount of money that we would give to the Russians each turn. Or maybe every other turn I would give them 5,000. Path blocked. So this commander is now blocked because he was moving back to the town. But he's going to continue down through here. Not sure what the Ukrainians are going to come up with. They are moving forces over here. They've got some elite infantry or normal infantry. They've also got a obligeni moving down here, or militia unit, to retake the port from the Russians. So we might actually... Hopefully they don't actually set up trade through there, though. Unnecessary to have that blocked. More letter of demand, and now they destroyed the university in Italy. A lot of population were killed. 1,300 people were killed in the riots against our occupation. That's a lot of people. More troops being recruited, and another ship has been recruited in Greece. And then there's one more, so that would increase. I'm only making 3,000. Where is all the money going? Trade to the Russian Empire is blocked, and Ukraine, and that is it's because Bucharest. The trade route to the capital goes over land and it goes through Bucharest. So that means Russian trade is blocked, so that's why I'm not making any money. We should counterattack here as soon as possible then, even before the general reaches us. Thing is though, I don't think I do have an artillery piece here. That would be nice. Yeah, we'll have to counterattack over here. But we should also set up to counterattack here, which I think we might do first. And then I wonder if I exempt these from tax, the bourgeoisie will stop. They won't be angry, but the populace still is. I wonder if what kind of force would I need to detach to go ahead and attack and take Naples from them? What kind of force? Or we could just wait for the rebel force to come in, kill it, and be done with it. But I think for now, what we're going to do is we're going to bring in Stepa, and we're going to attack Enrico Cavalleria. We're going to attack him from the back. And we're going to sandwich him in between the defenders of the town and by this force. So we're bringing in the elite iron regiments as well. He's got 2 lancers. Well, cavalry is kind of useless. Mortar spam, 5 of them. Mostly old infantry. He's got some marines joining in. Old infantry, yeah. And then this unit, which is god awful. I mean, it's 6 units, but they only comprise 130 men. But enough talking. Let's go ahead and smite this Italian bastard. And so, the battle is about to start. I'm getting my reinforcement army, or the army coming out of town, really close to the enemy. So we will set up immediately. And I will take this cavalry unit to charge down as many mortars as I can. We'll set this up as soon as possible. Also got the machine gun coming in. Let's go ahead and go to normal speed and then rush down these as I'm about to set up my artillery piece. We also got another piece over here, which is actually within range. So I'm going to stop it already and deploy it. I'm going to split these units into 3. So we got gonna have the old style infantry move up first, followed by the new style, and then we're gonna have the elite regiments even further here in the back. Of course, with the 2 lines in the back, it's gonna hold fire. Oh shit! Is it machine gun or is it it's mortar fire coming in on my cavalry? I forgot to move them. I'm gonna send in the hussars. Actually, we should send in the hussars on this side. There's 3 mortar batteries, all kind of on their own. The enemy's neglected them. We should be able to ride them down pretty easily. Also, there's barrage ability, pretty nice. Let's go ahead and maybe not set it up where all the troops are marching in. I should move it slightly to the side, so as to not hit our own troops. Machine gun needs to march to a point where we can actually fire from. Oh, the Lancers attacked my cavalry, that's why. Let's go ahead and get the other mortar. Machine gun over there. And then the infantry units that are coming out of here should march to set up, actually set up in the forest. As quickly as possible. Machine gun over there should be able to cover quite a bit. Cavalry is retreating. Enemy cavalry got downed over there. My hussars moving into the flank. The general is actually over there next to the mortars. Italian army seems to be moving actually that way. Let's keep the pressure up by marching this way. What I can do is I can kind of keep the lines quite far apart. That way I kind of have them on fire at will, just in case the enemy decides to flank somewhere. Enemy cavalry is moving really fast towards us, so we're gonna hold right here, make line, and prepare to receive them. More old style infantry. And then a reservist unit. Let's put them in the back. Let's see. Ooh, the lance is coming really close here. We're gonna be able to fire just in time, it seems. Yeah, and the unit is absolutely destroyed. With not a single one of them surviving. Let's get all these units into the forest and beyond. Set up. And this artillery piece should set up. Start blasting the enemy. Let's see where my hussar is going. The mortars seemingly are unaware of the fact that they're about to get sideswiped by that. What we could do is make this the main line and then this coming in at the flank. And then have the iron regiments come into the back. First pistol shots goes off. I'm gonna order them to charge all the way through. We're gonna hold fire. Because right now my artillery is shooting into these guys, which we shouldn't. They should instead maybe fire on the marine force, maybe? The infantry? Infantry, I think that looks like a good target. Let's fire over there, more cavalry being shot down. The hussars got entangled with a lot of the artillery and the enemy general.
We have killed their general, sir.
Oh, pistol shot, got him. The hussars, though, are not too happy. We can see the morale is quite low. Surprised that the mortars still stand. They've lost a lot of crew. Let's see. I should get the iron regiments to join in this fight here somehow. Let's maybe move some units out of the way and put these guys in their place. Oh, we're firing at that now. Let's get the hussars out of there then, if these regiments are able to fire upon it. Let's make sure that the hussars don't get shot down. You know what, hold fire and then pick your target. Let's barrage all of this. These guys, it's too far away even to get them into contact, I believe. We'll get them in time anyways. believe these are the Marines. Not doing too well. Oh, they're receiving artillery fire as well as rifle fire. We're gonna switch these out. Iron regiments forward, normal regiments to the back. Flank fire coming in. There could still be, I mean, there's a machine gun hiding here somewhere. We should advance these, but slowly. And I got 2 reservist units. You can actually hold back just in case. Not that I think that will be needed. Italian forces marching up, coming up on the ridge pretty soon. The Marines got crushed. More Italian infantry. Let's bring the hussars in around. There was the machine gun has been discovered. The machine gun has been discovered. Does our machine gun reach it? No, but the artillery should. At least one of the pieces. So we should be able to shoot them down. Italian force is falling apart pretty rapidly here. Yeah, here goes the entire force now. They're all retreating. Some of the units, this one's only suffered 3 casualties and it's about to give way. Well, so is the entire army. He kind of stood there, so like, should we return to fighting or no? I'm not sure. And then we should probably leave. Oh, they're back again. You know what? We should stand for Italy. No, maybe not. Let's run away. Run away. And now they're all running. Should chase them down, though, so they don't run around the countryside. Not that they will be doing much. Right, pretty easy. Now we should head over and defeat those Ottomans as well. Here's the result of that battle. We only lost 136, but then again, I did kind of notice that the Italians weren't shooting back in this battle. The enemy lost most of their force, 1935 out of 2,200, leaving only about 300 of them left. Highest kills goes to the cavalry, so the Hussar unit was able to kill the most enemies. And it seems, why did he retreat that way? We also got, Stepa got a grasp of a shovel. Which seems kind of odd, because we weren't sieging anything. I should actually be able to run this guy down. We are trying to get rid of the old style infantry, so let's merge those guys. 24, I can actually send that out. Join this force. And then we could merge those two. Oh, 21. I'm pretty sure these guys would be able to take care of whatever is left here, and he could definitely take care of whatever is left here. We are recruiting extra troops, so yeah, that'll be nice. If we head over then to over here for the second battle, we've got lots of infantry, machine gun as general, and a artillery piece, plus lots of home guard against Ottoman force of unknown origin. I imagine it's another light mortar spam, and then loads of infantry, reserve cavalry. We should actually do like this, so I actually know what they have. There's a lot of cavalry. We should be able to murder that quite easily. Mortar spam should be quite easy to take out as well. Machine guns, something to worry about for my infantry. And then infantry with no chevrons whatsoever, but then again mine doesn't either. With that said, let's go ahead and fight the battle, shall we? The Ottoman force is marching up in quite thick formation, so I should take advantage of this and put in some well-aimed artillery shots and blow some of these formations into pieces. However, the main target for the artillery should be the enemy's machine gun and their mortars. Currently, though, they are out of range. Haven't been able to get that good hits as of yet. The formations are mostly intact. I mean, they're basically walking 2 units at this. Oh, there we go. There we go. Pretty good one. They're basically walking into each other. At the same time, my infantry is advancing. Oh. My general, though, is the machine gun. Very unlikely that he gets shot down. The home guard kind of shot our own troops there. I'm marching my infantry up to make a line in between this point here and the end of the map over there. Might need to stop them before they run into the enemy cavalry. Let's see. We've hit these units quite well. Not as good as I thought, though. The artillery shots have been a little bit all over the place. Now we should definitely aim for the light mortars to get rid of them. There's a machine gun over there we should take care of. Right now, the line is set up. We're shooting down the enemy cavalry. We're setting up the line across here. Got another reserve cavalry. Reserve cavalry over there. Gunning these guys down. Good, good. Should be quite easy. Could be have a little bit of a difficulty with the machine gun, but it's isolated, so I should be able to just overwhelm it with rifle fire. As the enemy cavalry is almost already dead, I should actually force my way forward. Sounds like he is firing. I'm not sure what unit he's firing at, but all these 3 units moving forward, we should be able to blast him. How's it going with the mortars? We haven't actually hit them that well. Let's go ahead and do some barraging. Oh, the Ottoman units are now within range, and that fight is about to start. Oh, they're moving the machine guns. The Ottomans did fire back for a little bit, but now they're moving forward. Let's see, once I set up here and start firing on these, we should be able to just overwhelm them. My troops are quite tired moving in the wet terrain as it's raining. Wouldn't affect misfires though. A lot of the... we can see a lot of my guys are getting chevrons. Just massacring the Ottoman troop system. Just moving straight at us for some reason. It's taking quite a while to shoot these guys down. Most of my units that are set up to shoot at them haven't been able to set up as quickly as I'd hoped. Or hoped. The Ottoman units are getting gunned down to the last man. Because the general is close though, the unit is literally 1 man left and he's still just shaken. Surprised that the Ottoman general is even alive, given how many of it... Oh, there he... No, he wasn't actually... There's the general. Or is that the general? The guy with the red collar, I imagine, is the general. Because he's the last one left. The Ottoman units just marched into us. They did fire back for a little bit. Not entirely sure why they bugged out like that. Let's move forward. An attack, get rid of the mortars. Do have a machine gun out here. This one went a lot better than I thought. But then again, the Ottoman kind of marched straight at us and just died. They did fire back for a little bit. It's kind of a hit and miss. Sometimes the enemy fires back at me, sometimes they don't. It's obviously not that great of a battle video if the enemy isn't firing back, but it makes it a hell of a lot easier for me to maneuver my troops around if the enemy doesn't even fire at me. We are blasting these guys to bits. We've actually taken out quite a bit of mortars. Let's switch though. Focus on machine guns, because right now my troops are coming in within range so we can actually shoot these guys down. Should start to move on the machine gun as well. Fresh and encouraged. We should move even more forward to get a better side picture of them. When these guys, these ones are the ones that have run the furthest, so they're winded. So only machine gun and then these mortars left. But other than that, we have defeated the Ottoman army. There's 5 guys left in this unit. And then there's 6 in this. And the last one has 8, actually 6 men. Are losing quite a bit of men to the machine gun fire. The Ottomans, of course, having the German-style machine gun. There we are. We are victorious. The enemy units have been defeated, and the battle has been won. We might be able to fit even a 3rd battle in this video, given how quickly all of these battles have gone. With that said, let's go ahead and take a look at the statistics. We lost 442 men compared to the Ottoman army, which lost 2,643, with only 45 men surviving the battle. Damn, we were racking up kills. Most of it goes to infantry, with the highest infantry unit getting 445 kills. This should, I was about to say, this should completely annihilate the army, but even with only 45 men left, there's actually a functioning army left of that, which is kind of odd. Should go ahead and build up the railroad here. I want to be able to quickly move through here, as I explained before, especially since we've got Ordnance District over here. But at the same time, now when I've actually got one even closer to what my goal here is, we could target this as kind of a base for troops going to capture Vienna, and then this be the base for troops going to Constantinople. With that said, let's go ahead and end turn once more. We have another reconnaissance plane in central Italy. At the same time, it looks like we have a revolution going on in central Italy as well. 2 extra units of iron regiments in Serbia. Of course, recruiting a new army over here. Did I only get 1 artillery piece? I should definitely have gotten 2. But now, as I'm not gonna wait 4 turns for that though. So what we'll do is just get that one for 3, and just in case, it might be good to have some cavalry, even though it's not that great. And that's the army. Let's go ahead and see what the Italians have spawned. Not too bad, not too bad. Should definitely be able to handle that. What I should do is merge these units so I can start recruiting new units in this area. The Italian forces that were left here actually moved a little bit, got drawn into a battle, and then all of them got drawn into a battle, and I auto-resolved it and killed all of them. Should repair this port. Let's have all the troops march to actually join in a town. Given that we're at capacity, we're actually going to delete some of these old guys. So I'm extra 3, and then the reservist holding the town. Get rid of the old infantry. Light cavalry, I mean, we'll hold on to them until they die. Is there anything I would need here? That's a lot of infantry. More than I actually need, probably, for the army. Targets? I don't know. Should I go for Milan? Problem is I'll bring in... probably be at war with Switzerland, which is unnecessary. Could march down here and aid down in at Rome instead. Let's see, what do I have here? Yeah, that's fine. Stepa now ready to march in to Ottoman territory and make his way to Constantinople. The army over here, crossing the bridge, setting up right there. There's no need for us to cross here. What we're going to do though is we're going to send some of the more... Actually, I should merge these before I send them out, because they won't get replenishment without a general. We'll have what? We'll leave 4 units in town, and then all of this will join the general. So now we have plenty to take out that army. Should be nice. Rapatapapa. I need another general over here, as we're building a new army. Expert siege defender, or confident general. The confident general though, it kind of looks like a police officer. But I don't need siege defenders. So I don't know what we're gonna take. This guy Pavel, because he's a confident. Actually, he has more stars as well, because he's confident general. Best guy to have. It's gonna wait a while though. What we're gonna do, meantime, build up the rail system. We're gonna be able to go choo-choo all across the empire. Definitely need airfields over there. We did get an aircraft here, right? Up here. A reconnaissance aircraft. How do I select it? How do I select the bastard? Where is he? He was hiding. I remember this. They're strange in a way. Like, you're very hard to get just the guys that are here. Eventually I'll take him. I'm not entirely sure though if I'll try to figure out what's up here, or I should discover what's down here. We can kind of see what's down here, so there's nothing there. So what I should do is bring him up instead. Or, you know what, I do have an aircraft up here that should pass through. Very little defenses. Germany though, plenty of troops. Most looks like retreating troops coming from over here. Might be unnecessary then to send this aircraft once I get it, to send it down and figure out what's down here. There's probably no troops. It's only going to be naval detachments in the ports districts. Might want to go back, figure out what's up here. Looks good, but a lot of it is due to the enemy not firing back. But it has been a bit of back and forth there. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So I'm not entirely sure why sometimes they don't. Or why. Yeah. Let's see. I get trade with Russia again. Good. I should see about getting peace with France as well. We don't have a land border with France. And France isn't that unhappy. It's minus 41. It's because cultural affinity is what it's at. We have 100 with Russia, while we only have 50 with France. The thing is, though, with France, most of the unhappiness comes from actually prolonged war. But, I mean, I haven't fought the French. It's going to be more expensive, though, to set up peace negotiations with France. It's going to cost me a lot. I'll probably save an entire turn's worth of wealth just to try and get peace with them. Since we have no border with them, that should work fine. Russia hasn't joined in again. I should be able to peace out with France. Get French trade going. I'll make even more money. We can smack those Italians, and then I can complete the campaign by taking Vienna first and then Constantinople. A little bit weird that we take Vienna from the Italians rather than the Austro-Hungarians. But that's how it is sometimes. With that said, I'm gonna end the video right here. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully, I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.